A girl stood in front of the mirror and suddenly realized that her lips were stuck together. Even her eyes turned white. Luckily, at that moment, she suddenly woke up, thinking it was just a nightmare. However, after getting out of bed, she saw her younger sister frantically writing something on the floor. The next day, while her sister, Xiao Mei, was away, she secretly picked up the papers. Strangely, she couldn't recognize a single word written on them. Remembering her sister's recent unusual behavior, she decided to show the papers to a priest, who happened to be their mother's new boyfriend. When the priest saw the writing, he realized the seriousness of the situation. That evening, he visited the girl's home to test Xiao Mei's psychic abilities, hoping she could contact his long-deceased wife. After asking a few questions, he called Xiao Mei's mother upstairs. It turned out that Xiao Mei had not actually succeeded in communicating with spirits. Instead, she had unknowingly been possessed by an evil entity that could read people's thoughts. The words she had written were the diary of a Polish soldier abandoned during World War II. The diary described how she had been tortured to death by an officer. The basement of the house had once belonged to that very officer. The evil spirit possessing Xiao Mei was none other than the tortured Polish soldier. What they didn't know was that Xiao Mei had been listening to their entire conversation downstairs. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. It was the girl's boyfriend. Xiao Mei led him into the basement and instructed him to reach into a hole to search for something. Upstairs, the others heard strange noises and rushed down, only to be met with darkness. Xiao Mei had vanished without a trace. They searched the basement and found piles of bones inside the hole, an unspeakable horror. Just then, Xiao Mei's cries for help echoed from within. Without hesitation, the priest crawled into the hole. Inside, he discovered what appeared to be an abandoned laboratory. Suddenly, Xiao Mei appeared, smirking coldly as she confessed that she was, in fact, the Polish soldier who had been experimented on. Then, her body stiffened, and she lunged at the priest. The moment the spirit possessed him, his gaze turned sinister. But just as he was about to kill the mother and sister, he managed to fight back against the spirit's control. He pushed his mother away, shut the door, and prepared to face the entity alone. As they tried to escape the basement, the mother and daughter were both attacked by the spirit. The mother got up and saw Xiao Mei whispering into her sister's ear. When she regained consciousness, she found herself tied up, and Xiao Mei was approaching with a knife. At the critical moment, the sister, now fully awake, struck Xiao Mei with a chair. Then, the sister suddenly recalled that her father's spirit had once told her how to defeat the evil entity.